Y'all already know what it is. Salute, salute, salute. All my generals, all my lions, all my real men. Let's get into it. Tomorrow, actually today, in the evening time, I'll be doing one-on-one with the one and only King Vec, one of Bloodline's finest, LKG founder. We're gonna do a one-on-one today, and I'll be posting that content tomorrow. So I'll be doing an interview today, and if everything works out well with the editorial, I'll be posting it tomorrow. Obviously, you know, Vec, I don't want to speak for him, but what I would say is from the conversations that I got from him, had with him rather, is that, you know, he's in a positive place. First of all, you know, the Lion is putting God first. I respect that. And also on top of that, the Lion is a businessman, has his own business, as he should, as all lions and all kings and all real men should have your own business. And he got a detail company out in Florida. I'll ask him about that, and we're gonna plug that in also, because that's where the twin is at. You feel me? So through conversations with him, I already know that, you know, he's in a positive space. At the same time, he knows that the things that he's going to speak on is past history. It is violent, but it's all true facts. Vec moves different from me. See, a lot of dudes, YouTubers, a lot of y'all. So I know a lot of y'all. I'll be popping up on y'all. I'll be popping up on y'all screen. So I'm gonna say this for all of y'all. The difference between me and y'all is that I will say your name. Period. If I remember, I'm gonna say it. A lot of dudes don't want to do that because they feel like they don't want to come across as haters. I don't have no. If that's what y'all want to. You want to be a hater? Fine. I'll be the fine. That's not why I'm saying names. I'm saying names because a lot of y'all dudes is saying no names and making dudes want to fill in the blanks. You could be just making shit up, period. And y'all worried about me? Bro, and everything I'm saying names because dudes was with me. You feel me? Kings, Bloods, Crips, Muslims, 5%ers, neutrals, black, brown, Chinese, white, yellow, green. They was with me. And if I remember your name, I'm going to say it. Period. You know, that's the reason why Vec is about to be on this platform. Because I remembered his name and I said it. I remembered his name and I brought up a whole situation that I knew that I was there for. So, yeah, that's the difference between me and a lot of these YouTubers. They be like, yo, I'm going to say something, but I ain't going to say name. Yeah, because you probably lying. If you're not talking about murder or kidnapping, nobody's going to get in trouble. Nobody's going to go to prison. Period. Which, like, I don't even know why dudes is worried. Like, I went back and forth yesterday with Vec. I'm trying to figure out, like where his mindset is at, what type of time he's on. And that's why I said what I said, and I opened this on the type of time that he was on. He's on positive energy. I am too. But yeah, he was like, yo, listen, I'm not going to say certain dudes' names because he doesn't want to come across as like he's just trying to shit on dudes, because a lot of dudes get in their feelings. See, I'm not worried about dudes getting in their feelings. Certain individuals don't want people to get in their feelings. Why? Because we came up in the same area, in the same hood. Mel Cross. I don't know you personally, twin. But obviously, you was from my same hood, 183rd, 1-8 Trey, right? That's where Vec from. So I know he know you personally. He knows you. CK. I know he was in the building with you also. Wildcat, another one. Never bump heads, but definitely, he was aware of you. According to everything that I've been hearing, and even from like me being in the box, in jail, incarcerated, he was the #1 shooter, was Wildcat. Right, he was. He was the one, and Tankhead too, I'll give him his credit. Not the Tankhead that I was talking about in one of my previous stories with Heck Tech. Obviously, that's not the same fucking Tankhead. But even that dude, Tankhead, Highbridge, right? He was another one. There was one of the like main shooters also. But a lot of these dudes was in the building with me, and they was in the building with Vec. They was in the building with a lot of us. They was in the building with Super. Yo, salute to the twin Coco. That was another twin that I was chopping it up with yesterday. King Coco, aka the walking Bible, you heard? He made sure to keep on. He made sure to let me know that, yeah, this King Coco, the walking Bible. He's very knowledgeable. He's a historian when it comes to the nation. Put it like that, a historian. And to this day, at 50-something years old, this man still seems like he got everything, manifestos off the top of his head, breakdowns to all type of different lessons that the Kings had. Now, the conversation that I had, I'm gonna talk on it because I don't feel it was a personal conversation, but it wasn't like personal to the point where it was like we was talking about secrets, so I could speak on it. What we was basically talking about was like certain things that he feels that shouldn't be put out there when it comes to this black and gold nation. So he gave me his personal opinion on how he feels on that, and basically was like just trying to holler at me and like, yo, listen, bro, like it's certain things that we could put out there, certain things we shouldn't put out there. And we went back and forth because obviously that's the type of dude I am. I'm the type of dude that goes back and forth with you. I'm not the type of individual that's just not gonna. You're not just gonna tell me anything, and I'm gonna go along with it. You feel me? Like, no. You have to really articulate. I have to really see and believe what you're saying is actual factual. So, and if I feel that you're a little bit, out of tune, you're not in the right space mentally, that plays a part also. But basically, we gonna literally do that interview today. I'm also gonna do a one-on-one with Coco, another one of Bloodline's finest, aka the Bible from Brooklyn, BK, salute to Brooklyn. And I'm gonna let him talk his truths. I'm gonna let him speak the way he speaks, and I'm gonna let him talk what he wants to talk about. I'm not dictating how anybody speaks. All I'm doing is providing the platform for individuals to have the opportunity to speak that truth that hasn't been told in a long time, to be honest with y'all, you feel me? So, y'all already see I'm on my Pac shit. Y'all see it, right? Salute to the revolutionaries. Salute to all the real ones. Salute to my dude Cash. Cash is an individual that he's very in tune with the political side of things that's going on in New York City, and he's trying to make changes. The young man had a whole speech yesterday in front of Bronx Supreme Court, I believe it was, or Bronx Criminal Court. I think it was Bronx Supreme Court. So these are dudes that I'm in tune with, and they trying to arm us all up, man. They're trying to make it easy for us to get guns, just like it's easy for everybody else to get guns legally. New York, those is wild. They're starting to cut people for random reasons, and it's a lot of shit going on in the world that's crazy, and I get it. Now, I saw something yesterday, right, and then I saw it again this morning on the news, right, and it was very disturbing. It was very disturbing because they got footage of a young man, a teenager, that was like 17, 18 years old, gets into somebody's house or apartment, picked up a 4-year-old child, right? Picked up a 4-year-old child out his bed, took him, and then the next day that child was found stabbed to death, bro. That little angel was sleeping with his twin brother. Sleeping with his twin brother in the bed. Now, the person that was watching the children, you know, must have been asleep or whatever the case may be. You know, they wasn't armed up. They didn't have no dogs in the house. This is why I'm always a big promoter of having dogs in your house. Not no little bullshit ankle eaters. I'm talking about a dog that you raised from a puppy to grown like a pit, a Rottweiler, a German Shepherd. You know, that, because like a lot of things could be prevented just by having an animal in your house, man. Just by having an animal in your house, a lot of things could be prevented if you don't have a fucking gun. You know what they did have in that house? They had a camera. They had a camera, and the camera was focused into the room where the child was snatched from, bro. I saw that yesterday, right before I went to sleep, and I'm like, what the f? And then I saw it again this morning, and they got into more details. You know, the kid is locked up right now for burglary and some other, they ain't lock him up for murder yet, but I'm a father, right? I'm a father of 5, right? I got 3 boys with one, and I got a boy and a girl with another. If any, like, and they all little. My oldest is only 9, to put it into perspective. I can't imagine the pain. I can't imagine like the mental state of the parents. I can't imagine even like, I was around a lot of sick dudes when I was up top, man. Dudes that was crazy. But then like seeing stuff like this, them same dudes be around you and you don't even know what they really was locked up for. That's why it's always like those certain individuals always asking for paperwork, but that doesn't go with everybody. If you're not affiliated, you don't gotta pull no paperwork out, bro. If you're not blood, you're not king, you're not nieta, you're not trinitario, you're not crip, you're not affiliated with any type of gang, you're not Muslim, shit, maybe more, I don't even think Muslims pull out. I don't think they gotta pull paperwork out for Muslims either, because it's religious. It's not a gang. So you don't know who you're around, bro. That little dude was about to be in there, up top, floating whatever state that happened at, and be around individuals. The dudes ain't never, like, gonna know, yo, you killed an angel, bro. A 4-year-old innocent child, my nigga. A 4-year-old innocent child got snatched from his bed while he was asleep, bro. While he was asleep. And he got woken up by some stranger, and then he got murdered, bro. That's, hearing things like that makes me just be more inclined to be more like schooling my boys. And I have one daughter. Salute to my baby Zaneta. I love you. That right there, like, it kind of messed my head up. Not messed my head up, but just had me like it's like just like your father instincts kick in. Like, you always want to protect your seeds. You always want to protect your cubs, no matter what. You want to protect your children, and you want to do your best to make sure that they always in a safe place and they fine. And that's what I do, bro. That's what I see the news, man. I see what's going on in the world, and I move accordingly. Now, everything that I speak on is my life experiences. Things that I did, participated in, or things that I saw literally with my own 2 eyes, 4 eyes. And it's just a fact. I may mess a name up here and there. Maybe I may mess a date up too. Like, yeah, that happens. The stories is all facts. And I ain't never going to deter from doing what I do and giving the platform to other twins like me, other lines like myself, to be able to speak their truth. So that's what's about to happen. It's definitely popping off. I'm looking for Hollywood. Anybody in tune, any of the Lokes on deck, salute to all the Lokes. Any of the Crips on deck. Hollywood, I need to get in contact with Hollywood. His story needs to be told also, you know, and it needs to be put out there and put in its proper context. Because Hollywood was a Crip that I never was in the house with him, right? But I was in buildings with him, and I seen him work his magic, like, and on 2 occasions. I only spoke on one of them, but there's another one that I was privy to, that I pulled up on. It was like after I came off a visit, and they had Hollywood in the gymnasium, and they had Sherm the Worm there. Sherm the Worm was in the building. He was in the gymnasium. Either they took him out the box, bro. They took Sherm. Yo, these are dudes that, like, dudes I'm talking about. See, this is why I say names, man. Because I'm not leaving no question marks, man. The only question marks is gonna be like, yo, really? Like, yeah, really. Sherm was in the building. He was in the box at the time. And he definitely wasn't, no population was over for him as far as Rikers Island was concerned, right? But Sherm, you know, the COs was making it their business to show these homie dudes that they had somebody that was not blood, that basically just make y'all shut up, G-check y'all. He was knocking dudes out, bro. He was knocking homies out, man. Like, I know dudes getting their feelings when you start saying that, like, oh yeah, he got done dirty too. He got done dirty when he got jumped by like 10, 15 bloods. I got done dirty too, bro. I got jumped. That happens. But when you one-on-one with somebody, it's a whole different scenario, you feel me? So I'm trying to reach out to Hollywood. I'm trying to reach out to my son Curly. That's another Loke. I'm trying to reach out to my son Inf. That's another Loke. I'm trying to reach out to my son Storm. That's another Loke. And these dudes down, Storm, Curly, Inf. These are Crips that I actually rock with. Like, literally rock with. Like, there was Crip. I'm a king. We're going against Bloods. Period. And it was certain bros that was like older than me, that sometimes like they was bringing Chicago beef over, because we was beefing with a lot of the Lokes and all that, and the Crips in Chicago and all that. Like, we supposed to do that over here in New York. Like, it's New York, bro. This ain't Chicago. So I was rocking with a lot of Lokes. Facts. I used to antagonize homies when I was in Franklin and Wyoming. Facts. I used to be out there, yo, facts. I used to be in the yard, I mean, not in the yard, in the walkway or in the yard. And I see one of the Crip niggas I fuck with, like my son Storm, or if I see my son Curly, I be like, Creep, what up, cuz? What's poppin'? Yo, the niggas be mad at me. I was ignorant like that. I was. It's just a fact though. I was on that type of time back then. I really didn't care. A lot of the homies that was there, they knew of me. And they probably didn't like me at all. I was real flamboyant with mine. And then you had the ones though that really actually mattered, that I cared, that I gave a fuck about. They really did rock with me. You know what I'm saying? Like my son Wes, salute to Wes. Yo, Wes was one of the like realest homies I was around. And he was a money getting blood dude that had the 9-tray on deck. He had dudes selling Coogee suits in the yard, my nigga. That's upgrading from selling dimes of bud. So you got bros selling, your bros selling clothes in the yard, selling sweatsuits in the yard, hats in the yard, like literally coming out with order forms, twin. Order forms. That's real shit. You know what I'm saying? Salute to West, you know what I mean? He was definitely first generation blood. I don't hear none of these homies talk about West. Why y'all not talking about West? Like y'all, it's like I feel like all I hear is about 3 or 4 of these dudes that was always in the box. Like it was 1,000 of these dudes that was all over the place in different facilities that was planting that blood flag. And I salute them. I mean, when the war was over is when I was really rocking with them harder. But at the end of the day, yeah, man, I'm gonna leave it at that. We got the VEC interview coming up. I'm gonna do that today. I'll post it tomorrow. I got the coco, aka the walking Bible. I'm gonna do that probably on a live. I'm gonna do that on a live. That's coming up also this week. I got Steve-O on deck still. Highbridge Finest, one of Highbridge Finest. That interview is coming up also. So I got things lined up, man. And I got real ones that's gonna speak to y'all, and they gonna speak that real shit. We ain't talking no bullshit. We talking that real shit. So at the end of the day, that's basically how we gonna lead this right now. Twins, y'all already know what it is, Lions and Men. I'm about to go run around this beach real quick, see if I can find me something. No, I'm just kidding. I'm married. I'm a married man, and I love my wife, you heard? Facts, that's my queen. So at the end of the day, but I'm definitely about to hit this boardwalk, enjoy the scenery, go back to the crib, pick up the kids, eat some lunch. Y'all already know what it is, man. Lions and Men, nothing but love, nothing but respect. Holla at you, twin.